Post-game depression. Post-game depression is a term I didn't really think too much about. I would just always remember the feeling I would get after completing like a really good story game or an RPG. Like I just completed Baldur's Gate 3 recently, and it's like tough to go back to reality. And then I literally just completed Final Fantasy X, and Final Fantasy X fucked me up. I don't want to go back to work tomorrow. This shit sucks. I just want to hang out with my boy Walker and play blitzball. I just want to sit in that water coliseum and fucking fight like Titus did in the fucking thing while my cute Albed GF from the stands is cheering me on. And then I fight fiends after. I have to sit in a cubicle for 8 hours tomorrow. Could you imagine the dopamine hit you get and the rush from winning in I really want to play blitzball. A blitzball game in that fucking stadium with thousands of fans. It has to be similar to like when Genghis Khan conquered East Asia. I want to play so bad. I still have to complete the entire Titus Yuna story arc. I've only played 10. I haven't played 10-2 yet. I saw the cover. I don't understand how Yuna transitions from this to this. Seems like a giant quantum leap, but I guess I gotta play the game. I'm not even gonna bother with this. I'm getting distracted, I'm sorry. There was an article that came out about post-game depression. Let's discuss it with the class. According to News Medical Life Sciences, you know the website's doing well when they have one of these as their ads. Jesus Christ. Study explores post-game depression and emotional impact on players by SWPS University. No idea where that's at. Sounds legit though. Experiencing a sense of loss and sadness after dozens of hours spent on a video game, researchers from the SWPS University and the Stefan Battery Academy of Applied Sciences examined the feeling of emptiness that accompanies completing an engaging computer game. It would be computer gamers of all people. They created the world's first scale for measuring post-game depression and published their research results in the international journal Current Psychology. It turns out that some people experience post-game depression, P-GD. Apparently that's the scale that they use to measure post-game depression throughout the article. A feeling of emptiness after completing an exceptionally immersive and emotionally charged game. I can't even put into words what Dom's death did to me in Gears of War 3. That fucked me up as a kid. We were way too young to be playing that game. I cannot wait for the next Gears of War. This phenomenon, widely discussed on online gaming forums, has been largely overlooked by researchers. To address this gap, researcher psychologist Camille Janowisk from the Center of I can't read for shit apparently. From the Center for Research on Personal Development at the Institute of Psychology, SWPS University, and psychologist don't make me try that. From the Stefan Battery Academy of Applied Sciences, and I don't know what any of these words, is these Scandinavian? Skernowitz? Analyzed the issue more broadly and created the first tool to scientifically measure the intensity of the phenomenon. This is embarrassing, honestly. I can't read. The Post-Game Depression Scale, P-GDS, the paper on this topic, Post-Game Depression Scale, a new measure to capture players' experiences after finishing a video game, was published in the Journal of Current Psychology. They conducted 2 studies involving 373 players across various types of video games. Participants were recruited via social media. I never know if it's via or via, whatever. Via social media announcements, Reddit, a curated mailing list, and Discord. In the first study, the researchers analyzed their proposed measurement scale. Participants completed the initial version of the scale and measures of well-being and mental health. Most participants declared playing every day, 28.1%, is me right there, or almost every day, 41.4%. The most popular types of play were playing alone, 30.6% of the time, or with teammates against other players, 19%. In this study, the researchers ultimately captured 4 aspects related to the phenomenon of post-game depression: game-related ruminations, it's intrusive thoughts about the plot, challenging end of experience and necessity of replaying the game, and media and anhedonia. I think I said that right. A loss of interest in other media products. I don't want to play shit else after playing Final Fantasy X. I'm in a funk. In the second study, the goals were to confirm the four-factor structure of post-game depression revealed in Study 1 and investigate the intensity of each aspect of post-game depression. Based on their analysis, they misspelled analysis in the article, explains why they have the ad here. Quick pause. Turns out I have the IQ of a shoe, so I typed in analyses because I was like, I'm almost certain this is spelt wrong. It kept correcting it to analysis, but analyses would be correct in this context. It is plural. I'm an idiot. The researchers concluded that post-game depression was such a complex phenomenon that it should be considered as a set of various challenging, intercorrelating experiences. They also observed that game-related ruminations were the most intensely experienced aspect of post-game depression. I've thought about Blitzball all day at work since I beat Final Fantasy X. It's rough. While the least intense aspect was media anhedonia. Gamer distress. RPG fans most at risk. Yeah, Final Fantasy X and Baldur's Gate 3. Fuck me up. The studies show that the intensity of P-GD breastfeeding patterns in India differed between slum and non-slum neighborhoods. I don't think we needed an article to tell us that. The studies show the intensity of P-GD is associated with stronger depressive symptoms and a lower well-being. It is not possible to unequivocally determine the direction of the associations at this point. On the other hand, unpleasant emotions, game-related ruminations, and experiencing media anhedonia due to finishing a highly engaging game may elevate the risk of a decrease in general mental health. Yeah, it's rough when you fight Maester Seymour and then you have to go back to sitting in a cubicle. It fucked you up pretty bad. And by the way, you have to fight Maester Seymour like 9 times in the game. Sorry if it's a spoiler. Like, the game's been out for over 20 years. I think we can talk about it. It's insane. You might as well just call him Sisyphus at this point. I'm getting distracted. On the other hand, suffering from intense depressive symptoms may result in more challenging emotions associated with finishing the game. Our research shows that gamers playing role-playing games, RPGs, are most susceptible to post-game depression. It is in these games that players have the greatest influence on character development through their decisions and build the strongest bonds with their characters. Yes, I love Wakka, Lulu, Kimahri, Auron, Yuna, Riku. I love the Astarion from Baldur's Gate 3. He's my baby girl. I love him. And the more engaging the game world and the closer the relationship to the character, the more difficult it is to return to reality once the game is over, Doctor says. Yeah, it's rough. So basically the article states that if you're more susceptible to rumination and you play RPGs, you're about to get one shot. And I saw a post on Reddit like talking about the concept of like post-game depression, and I thought there was one comment that I thought that really encapsulated like the feeling behind post-game depression. And like what he said really resonated with me. It's a big reason why I decided to like finally make this YouTube video, or a YouTube video. And I know it's Redditors can be kind of like, it's midwit heaven, but I hate Reddit mods. I think they're the most insufferable people on the planet. But I do think Reddit has some absolute gems sometimes, and I thought it was worth reading. This Reddit comment is by Deluxe_Chickenmancer. There is a difference between being slightly sad that a journey one enjoyed is over and coming back to reality one tried to escape. While the first is an indicator for a good executed piece of entertainment, the latter is an indicator for a problematic life/society in general. But yeah, I really like that Reddit comment. I thought to me it just like really hit home to like how I feel about post-game depression. And I don't know if it resonated with anyone else, but to me, RPGs fuck me up, dude. I'm all in my feels. Either way, I played Final Fantasy X. I read that comment and I'm like, I need to go on my own odyssey, whatever that is. So I just said, fuck it. I keep putting off YouTube videos, putting it off, and I like doing these. They're a lot of fun. I used to do them. They were all shit back then. This one's probably shit too, but I like doing it. Ernest Hemingway. The first draft of anything is shit. When you start out, it's rough. Either way, I really enjoyed this. So go ahead and leave a comment. Tell me your experience with post-game depression, if you have one at all. Like and subscribe to all the 9 people that will probably watch this. So, but yeah, I really enjoyed this. So hopefully I do more YouTube videos in the future. Yeah, y'all take care and go play Final Fantasy X.